Welcome to the day 8 of the 21-day self-esteem series, and today our topic is about feeling insecure from within. So, you know, you will relate to this, or this is for you if you're somebody who feels insecure from within, if you are somebody who feels uncomfortable when you are out in the presence of other people, or a good example would be that whenever you go out in a social setting or whenever you are meeting people, you feel uncomfortable in your skin, something feels off, because of which you fail to be present in the moment, you fail to be really present 100% in what is happening, you fail to be just yourself, just being carefree. And this happens, so this thing that you feel uncomfortable, we are going to go deep into this today. We are going to find out how does it affect you, why does it happen, what is leading you to feel these things, and definitely by the end we're going to discuss what you can do. So so if you're somebody who feels insecure from within and you feel uncomfortable whenever you are in the presence of somebody else or in the presence of other people, this video is for you. So let's first understand how does it affect you. So first is, it's hard for you to meet people, or it's hard, it feels like a task just to meet people or just to be in a social setting. It feels like a task. And also it's hard for you to make genuine connections in life, be it friendships, be it making good friends, or just bonding casually with people, your colleagues, or just having that fine tuning, that healthy equation with people, maybe be it at your workplace or just in your school, college, with your friends, peers, anywhere. So it feels difficult to have that healthy equation with them, because deep down in your mind or in your body you don't feel comfortable. Sorry. The insecurity is so heavy, it is so much dominating in you that you fail to bond with other people, on a healthy level. All right, so these are the things that happens when you do feel insecure from within. Now let's understand what happens at a deeper level. Why do you feel this way? First is, why all of these things happen with you, that why it is difficult for you to uh, make genuine connections, or why do you struggle with just having a healthy equation with peers or people at workplace. So first is, you do not trust you do not trust others with yourself. That is, it's hard for you to trust other people, that I'm safe with them, that I can be myself with them, I can share what I want to talk, or I can share my beliefs or opinions, like carefree with them. You do not feel that way. There is this trust issues. Somewhere you are very suspicious of other people's intention about you. Somewhere you doubt their intentions. So as see, when insecurity lives within you, that insecurity shows up in your outer reality also. So your inner security, inner insecurities that you feel up, so because you're insecure about your own self, you can't trust yourself, you're not going to trust others also. So it shows up here. Because you are insecure in your own self, you fail to trust others also, with yourself, with your beliefs, with your truths, with who you are. All right. So, and when you don't trust other people, you're not going to share with them what you genuinely believe, or not going to let yourself be in front of them. Now second, what happens is, you only focus on your insecurities. See, when I'm somebody who believes that I have certain insecurities, could be anyway. So it could be about my looks. Maybe I'm very much concerned about how I look, how my face looks, or how my hair is, or maybe I'm insecure about my personality or the way I talk. Now, when I am insecure about something, for me it is my universe, it is the center of my universe. So for me, it is such big thing that it becomes my entire identity. And when in real, for other people, for thousand other people, it might just be a fact, it might just be a thing. Suppose I'm somebody who feels that I'm not confident enough, or somebody who thinks that I'm not a good speaker, या फिर कुछ भी हो सकता है कि I don't look good enough, या फिर my teeth doesn't look good enough, it's quite big, or it doesn't look good. So I am insecure about something about me, about myself. Other people may not even care about that much, but for me it is the center of the world. So what happens is, so when I am insecure about something, for me it is everything. For me, what I feel like is that other people are also noticing that thing in me. So I start to feel that other people are also only looking that aspect of my, like of me, and hence I start to feel even more conscious of myself. As a result, I find it I my that my trust issues get even intense. So next is you feel indifferent from others people. Yes. So when you have insecurities, you and you know how you start to see the world is that you start to feel that uh, I have insecurities, I am a flawed person, I'm a person with flaws, so I am at this one extreme where I am an imperfect person, or you start to feel very much, you know, not good enough in your body. So your insecurity makes you feel like you are not good enough, like there's something that you lack, or it's like so whatever you are insecure about, you feel, you start to feel like it's a defect, you know, it shouldn't be there, and you start to look at people around you the same way. You only start to see that how you are imperfect, how you are not good enough, how you are a flawed person, defective person. At the same time, you also, your mind would also start to make you feel like how every other person is perfect, how they are so much beautiful, or how they have got everything, and you have got, you know, so much flaws. So you start to feel indifferent from other people. You put them on here on a pedestal while you are here. And when once you know once you don't put people at the same level as you, you're not going to bond with them, because now you feel indifferent from them, you don't relate to them anymore, you don't feel belonged. And so it's hard for you to bond with people, it's hard for you to trust them, so that you can be yourself, so that you can form connection with them. And the first, and when I talk about connection, or when I talk about, you know, bonding with people, I generally mean just like just being friends. Now a lot of, you know, a lot of people struggle with making friends. And I would say that if you are feeling that way, you know, if you are somebody who feels that I don't have or you know I can't trust my friends, yeah, all of this, chances are very much high that you have an unhealthy self-esteem. Because you know, when you have an unhealthy self-esteem, the first thing that happens is that because you have such an unhealthy view or distorted self-image of your own self, you don't consider that somebody can be friends with you, so you don't trust other people easily. And as a result, you just fail to be yourself in front of, you know, people who can be your friends. And when you fail to be yourself in front of them, when you just don't be yourself, when you don't even feel comfortable enough to share your beliefs, to really be share your opinions of what you believe in, of who you are, how are you ever going to connect with anybody? And friendships or any other kind of relationships form when we connect with somebody, when we vibe with them. And how do we vibe with them? When we understand that okay, their thought level is here, and you know, I also think the same way, so we have same values, you know, we vibe at the same level. That is how connections form. See, friendships never had, if you look back at your life, friendships never had to be, you know, forced upon. We just attract people who are like us, and then we become friends. So what is that? How do we attract? When we are being our most honest self, most authentic self. And when I say most authentic self, it doesn't mean that doing something grand. It just means being yourself. You don't have to go on stage and speak to actually attract your friends. No. Friends are not to be impressed. And when it comes to making genuine connections, you just have to be yourself. And when I say yourself, you just have to be yourself with all your weakness, with all your insecurities also. So acceptance is not there. And I will talk about this more further, right? So yeah, we were discussing that what happens at a deeper level that makes it a struggle for you to connect with people, to just form genuine connections, that to just have friendships, or just to feel comfortable in the presence of other people. So we discussed about it, and let's understand. So what is the core issue of why these things happen? So why is it so hard for me to, you know, trust other people? Because see, first thing, what is insecurity? Insecurity means that there's something that I want to change about myself. There is a part of me, or there's something about me that I feel so insecure about, that I haven't accepted, that I haven't made peace with. So there's something about me that I truly want to change, because I reject it, I don't want to accept it. So the core issue is that you haven't accepted yourself fully as you are. Okay. And this is the core issue, that because you haven't accepted yourself as you are, you feel that if I'm not okay with this part of myself, if I'm not okay with how I look, if I'm not okay with my body, if I'm not okay with my personality, with how I look, with how I talk, with how I walk, how is this other person going to be okay with it? So see how your mind works, how it makes you feel. And when you think this way, and it is going to happen, all right. And that is why that statement happens, that your outer reality is just a mirror of your of your, you know, inner thoughts and inner world. सुनने में बहुत ही वैसा लगता है, you know, it sounds very generic, very standard, but here out, you know, this will help you explain how that is the reality, how it is true. So what happens is, so suppose you so because you haven't accepted something about your own self, you are not going to let other person see that part of you. You are not going to let other people know that you have this thing, that you have this trait, or that you know, this is a part of you. So you don't let other people see the real you. And because you fear that, you know, they will also not like it, and they will also reject me, and nobody wants to be disrespected or rejected, or you know, ignored or left alone. And you know, because you know, fear of rejection is, I think, second most fear of humans. I know, I don't know how much right it is, how much correct it is, but somewhere I read it that, you know, fear of, no, for a child, yes, for a child, fear of rejection is, you know, I think, more scary than death, something like this. So yes, it is the same fear we carry even today. So if I don't like the way I look, if I don't like my body, if I don't like the way I talk, I'm going to hide it from others. I'm going to make my I mean I'm going to try my best that other person doesn't get to know this part of me for long enough, because then I know that because I haven't accepted it, that person will also reject it, and I don't want to be rejected. No human want to be rejected. We all want to be validated, approved, you know, seeked to. We all want all of this. We want human connections. Okay, so as a result, what happens? Because you haven't accepted something about you, you feel your insecurity is the biggest thing in your world, in your universe. So what happens is you portray a false image of yourself. So whenever you are meeting other people, first is you will try your best to not meet other people when you are insecure about your own self, because it feels very difficult. It feels like a task to be in the presence of other people, because and it's normal and it's the truth, I'm telling you, all right? Because you just don't feel comfortable in their presence. Your something happens within your body. It feels like danger. It feels like there's danger out there. Your mind starts, you know, like wild thoughts start racing in your mind. Overthinking happens, anxiety creeps in, and definitely your energy, it gets consumed in all those things. So it's not a very, you know, pleasurable thing for you to do. So first is, whenever you have to meet other people, whenever you have to be, you know, whenever you have to interact with somebody, you try to portray a false image of your own self. When I say false image, that is, you will somewhere try to be like a perfect person, because in your mind only two things exist. Either somebody is just flawed, super flawed, like I am from within, you know. That's how our thoughts mind works, that internally we know that I am a flawed person. Or only two types of person exist in this world. First is super flawed, like I am, and second is all perfect. तो अब हम क्या करेंगे? When we try to portray a false image, we are going to try to become a person like this, you know, perfect person. So you will, in that short interaction with other people, or whenever you are going out with some people, or you get to meet some people, you are going to try to be your perfect version. You are going to put up your opinions or beliefs or thoughts in a way. I mean, you're going to क्या कहते हैं उसको, you know, you're not going to be real with what you're saying. You're rather going to, you know, edit it so that it's more perfect. So your opinions, uh, thoughts or beliefs that you share, it's not going to be real yours, like your opinions and all of those things. Rather, it will come from a place that you will believe that, okay, this is the right thing to say. This is something that this person will agree with, or let me just agree with them. Pleasing, you know, pleasing would also come in, because now you are scared of just being yourself, so you went with the second best option. Let me be somebody, let me portray myself as somebody that this person would like. Well, I just want to be liked, I don't want them to reject me. So you portray a false image wherein you try to be a more perfect person, you know, a perfect version of your own self. अब इससे क्या होता है? So whenever you are meeting people, you're not actually meeting people, you're actually working there. You're actually putting up a false image of your own, of yourself. So see, and you know, humans are like, we think that, you know, I mean, and the other person also, kind of, they also, you know, they also feel that, they also feel something off. So I mean, overall, you fail to connect with them. No connection happens, because see, human connects with human. All right, the other person also wants you to be human, but we fail to be human because we are insecure in our own selves. We don't trust that I can trust this person, that I can really be just myself with this person. We don't trust them, and hence we fail. No connection happens there. And then you feel, and then over time you start to feel that, it's hard for me to make friends. I don't genuinely bond with people, casually in a good way. because because you need to understand that for a real connection to happen, you have to be yourself. You have to let other person really see you. And for this, to make you understand this better, I just want you to go back to your uh, to that phase of your life, probably in your childhood, where you believe that you genuinely had a good friendship with somebody, where you just bonded with somebody well. And then I want you to ask yourself, what went into creating that friendship, or what went before that friendship emerged, or you realize that, what, I'm like, this friendship is so good, I just like being with this person so much. You will notice that you actually did not do anything. You were just being yourself, like a child, carefree child, doing what they want to do, just being yourself, saying out silly things. And that's how you bond in classrooms, when you're sitting in the same bench, just sharing what you feel, just cracking your jokes, no matter how they are. You don't care about it. You don't care about the other person liking you. You're just being yourself. But that's the difference. Back then you were a child. Now growing up, a lot of things happen. You develop certain, so much limiting, destructive beliefs about your own self. Insecurities grow, develop. You develop those insecurities within yourself, and those insecurities really make it hard for you to really just be yourself in front of others, because acceptance nahi hua hai. You haven't accepted yourself as of yet. Okay. So yes, so understand that it is your insecurities that actually stop you from being yourself. And over time, if this is happening, if this is happening with you, if this has been happening with you for a long time now, you may feel alone in life also. Alone in the sense that you may feel that, why do I struggle with making, with making friends with people, or why is it such a hard thing for me to just exist with any other person, in a healthy manner, in a manner where even silence is, acceptable. Why does it feel so hard to just exist in the presence of any other person? What is about that uncomfortable feeling in myself? So I hope you know that uncomfortable feeling that comes, it comes from all those thoughts which makes you believe that, what, I look this way, I'm not good enough. All these things lead you to feel uncomfortable in your body, which also shows up as underconfidence. Definitely you do. You're not going to feel confident as long as you're going to think that ये सही नहीं है मेरे अंदर, या फिर my hair doesn't look good, my personality is very weak, I'm not a good speaker. जब तक ये सारे thoughts रहेंगे, you're not going to feel confident in yourself. So be it about feeling confident in yourself, or just being able to be, make genuine connection with people, bond well with people, or feel comfortable in your body, that, feeling self assured in yourself. All of this comes back to how you feel and good, how you think and feel about your own self. And that is where, self esteem work comes in. And that is why I believe, why it is so, like, why is it so much important to work on your self esteem, to work on what are your thoughts about yourself, what do you think about yourself. All right, so now let's come to this last part, what you can do. All right, so now we have understood about a lot of stuff about that goes in, or that happens as a result of you feeling insecure, or, uncomfortable in your body. So let's understand what you can do. First is, I want you to understand that your insecurities are self-made. You may think that it is visible to everybody. सब यही सोच रहे हैं that the moment somebody meets me, the first thing that they see is my hair, the first thing that they notice is my personality, the first thought that comes to their mind is that, oh my god, this person is, oh my god, they have such a weak personality, or they don't speak well, or their communication is weak. We think that our insecurity is the only thing that's visible to other people. It is not true. Insecurities are self-made. They live in your head, in your mind. They are created by your thoughts. Please understand that insecurity is not physical. And see, and on that I have something to say, because when it comes to insecurity, somewhere there's this obsession to be perfect. So anybody who feels insecure from within, there's also an obsession to be perfect, to be a perfect, to speak perfectly, to look perfect, to just, that they have this vision that there's something like perfection exists, and I have to be that. So it's very, normal. It's a very general statement. Perfection doesn't exist. No matter who you see, or take any person into consideration, Your mind may make you feel like they are perfect, because again you're coming from your own beliefs, your own model of world. You, your mind will convince you into believing that they are perfect because they want you to stay the same. Remember, your unhealthy self-esteem also has an ego, and it wants you to keep feeling the same things about yourself. It wants you to be at a state where you feel small about your own self. So, in reality, perfection doesn't exist. Take any person. Take any person. They are not perfect. Everybody has some flaws in them. And honestly, if everyone were to be perfect, if each one of us were to be perfect, there would be no meaning of us being human beings. I mean, there would be no meaning of us being, humans or just real. Because see, like, I mean, then there would be no difference between being robots or human beings. That's the difference. We are human beings. We're supposed to be different. We are supposed to be built differently, think differently. No two-person would ever think same on every level. So how do you expect two people to look same or to just be same? We can never be. Everybody has, or everybody is just different. Perfection doesn't exist. Don't try to be like somebody else. There is no standard formula that you have to fit in. All of these things are something that you have been believing into because I understand your life or other people have made you feel that way. People's comments or bullying, some people would bully you for looking a certain way, for being a certain way. But understand that the people who bully you or the people who comment on your body, on how you are, they comment because they're also insecure about themselves. So here you get to make a choice. That do I want to buy into their insecurity and become insecure yourself too? Or do I want to change the scenario? Do I want to change the path? You hold the choice here. And you genuinely do. And there are only two things that you can do. Keep going the same way. I mean, keep going the same way. Be insecure about your own self. Make one part of yourself the biggest thing of your universe. Put all your attention over it. Keep trying to be perfect. Keep feeling small in yourself. Alright, keep going like this. Keep hating yourself, all of these things. Or you get to practice self acceptance. Or just be willing to accept yourself. Or just be willing to choose the other way also. Choice is yours. Second point is that yes, people do not care about your insecurities. You think, see, there are always going to be two section of people. All right, yeah, I mean, there are going to be different. We all are different, but broadly speaking, you will find interact with two kinds of people. One would definitely be a set of people who are insecure, and when you are, insecure for a very long time, and when you are unable to make a different choice for your own self, where you choose to accept yourself, what happens is you start to project your own insecurity upon other people. That is, you start, because you have this feeling that I'm not good enough. You make it your mission that I'm going to project it on other people also. You start to uh, pass down your pain onto other people. How? You bully them. You also make them feel that, what, you have this thing about yourself. This is not acceptable. You need to change it. You need to become like this to be acceptable. People are going to laugh on you. People are not going to take you seriously. This is a very big issue. You need to work on that. You will either become like this. So you will first is so in the first set of people, you will find people like these people who are insecure in their own self, and who choose to pass down their insecurity onto other people. On second set of people, you will find people who do not care about all these stuff, who do not care about how you look, how you are, but all they care about is how you think about yourself. Have you accepted yourself? Because this is a set of people who have also accepted themselves as they are. So it's like, it's like, your vibe attracts your tribe, something like that. So you will always interact with these two set of people. So the choice is yours. What do you want to be? Do you want to accept yourself or just remain where you are? Because when you accept yourself, you are going to find your clan, people who have also accepted themselves, and who just don't feel scared of being themselves, who who feel okay with having their weaknesses, who feel okay with being imperfect, who feel okay with existing with their flaws, because they understand that they're human beings and they're not supposed to be robots. They're not supposed to be models. That क्या कहते हैं उसको? It's called, the statues that are put in showrooms for cloths, to just showcase the cloths. I don't remember the word. It starts with M. Those models, like not real people, but models made of, I think, something, just body made up of that, I don't know, plastic or something else. We're not that. We're human beings. Yes. So to end it all I want you to say is that so yeah, to actually heal this thing, or to actually work on this issue of yourself where you feel uncomfortable in your body, at the end of the day you need to work on your self beliefs. Beliefs which carry your insecurities, beliefs which make you feel like you are not small, that which makes you feel like you're not good enough, like you are small. All these beliefs that are coming up, so this is what you need to work upon, so that you come to a point where you feel good enough in yourself, where acceptance happens, and where you begin to have that foundation of self love in yourself. And when it comes to self love, one thing I would like to point out, we often feel that for self love to happen, I need to be at a state where I'm much sorted, I'm much more better, I'm at a place where I can feel that way. As an A, self love is a decision at the end of the day. And once you take this decision, once you choose to love yourself, then it is a path. Then you encounter a lot of beliefs about yourself. Then it is about taking a lot of different actions, different steps, choosing yourself, choosing stuff that might feel hard at present, but because you know it is going to benefit you in the long term, you choose that way. So self love हो गया, acceptance हो गया, it is a decision at the end of the day. It is not a good feeling जो खुद ही आती है, that it would come on its own. No, it's a decision that you take, and then you choose to work on all the beliefs and all the blocks standing in between. Okay, so I think this was all that I wanted to talk about today, and this is something that I really love to talk about, because I think it is something that is not visible. So if you are feeling uncomfortable in your body, people will not be able to really like pick up on that, or notice that. So it will look like it's a very small issue because it's happening within you. You can keep it to yourself, but in real, it really affects your life. It's like it's a feeling that I don't think anybody should feel in their body, and anybody should keep on feeling in their body, because you deserve to feel good peace in your own body. You deserve to feel comfortable in being yourself. You deserve to feel a sense of calm, that acceptance in being yourself. That is something I truly, truly believe in. That's your birthright, because when you're born, you are not born with feeling insecure or feeling uncomfortable. So you were born with that way. So you definitely deserve to go back to that state. Alright, so this was it for today, and I loved today's video because this topic is very close to my heart. And if you want to book a clarity call with me or have a one-on-one call with me, you can book your clarity call. You will find the link in the about section of the WhatsApp community that I have, Self Love Space. And yes, tomorrow would be day 9, and I would come with another topic, and we would explore another depth in related to in relate obviously in context with the major topic that we have for these video series, unhealthy self-esteem. Okay, then I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.